Okay, and we're rolling. Shameless plug to the Blackmagic Control app, which allows you to control your camera from your phone, which is insanely convenient since, I can't get up and press record because it's all the way over there. I can do it right from my phone. So if you are a Blackmagic owner, definitely download this app because it'll save your butt. But anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Peyton Ramsey, and today we're going to be talking about this new Smallrig 120D COB light. If you know anything about Smallrig, you know that they're not really known for making lights. Smallrig is a company known for making insanely good cost performance rigging parts for cameras. But recently, they just entered the COB lighting game with the 120D, 120B, and there's also a 220B and a 220D. So B stands for bicolor. It can be cool or it can be tungsten, but you get better output from a single color temperature light like this. You get slightly less output, but you get that range in color temperature with the B, with the bicolor lights. So I decided on this one because, as I like to use gels, and if I really need to change the source of the light, I can just use a gel. And I like the extra added output that I can get from the single source version. So just looking at the light exterior, it is very similar to Aperture's Amaran series of lights, which are more budget friendly lights just like this. They're also COB lights, and they have bicolor versions and daylight balance versions. And I'm pretty sure there's a 100D and a 200D. So you're getting slightly better output out of this Smallrig one, but at a cost. They're more budget friendly, but at the same time you're lacking the build quality of something like the Aperture 120D, which is metal, or the Godox UL series that I'm using right here. This is more of a plastic housing. It feels a little more brittle. The yoke on this one isn't as great. You have this like SL60 style like crank knob right here, which I will admit feels way better than the SL60. It's one of the best cranks, like knob versions I've seen. But still, yeah, it's not as good as a full metal yoke. The light is outfitted with a Bowens mount, and you get a reflector dish, and it also allows for many other light modifiers, as well as umbrellas right here. There's a little spot right here, and it's got a screw, and you just slide the umbrella right in there, tighten it down. Going to the back of the light, we have our DC 12 to 30 volt in, and we have our power switch to turn the light on and off. We also have our knob for adjusting the intensity of the light, as well as effects. And this light does have many built-in effects. Of course, they're only going to be a single color temperature, but it's great that they added all these effects like lightning and TV and strobe and all these other effects, which is really great for the price point, which I haven't mentioned already is $220, which is really not terrible, especially with Smallrig because they offer a lot of discounts and coupons on their website if you sign up to be a member. I actually got $50 off this light because I'd saved up some coupons, so definitely do that if you're looking into purchasing this light or anything from Smallrig. Not sponsored, by the way, but I do love the company. So, Smallrig, hit me up. Anyway, up top here, there is the fan, and the fan noise is really not terrible on this light. I was really pleasantly surprised with how the light performs. I think the SL60W from Godox is a lot more loud. This one you can go all the way up to 100 and it just barely sounds like anything. It's really not terrible at all. I would have no problem using this in an interview and putting this thing at 100 and just leaving it. So if you couldn't tell already, this video is totally unscripted, but I have all the photometrics and all the specs pulled up right here. So the color temperature is of course 5600 Kelvin, which is daylight balanced. It has a CRI of 95 and a TLCI of 96, which is very good, and it is rated at 5,370 lux, which is insanely good for a light of this price. So not only is this light super budget friendly, but you also get a ton of stuff. As well as with the light, you also get this awesome Smallrig carrying case, which fits the light and the reflector dish and all the required cables perfectly, and it's very well padded. It feels very rugged. We can just get out the cable real quick. So it has a pretty good power cable, you know, not the greatest, not the strongest, but it's pretty good. And they also make a XLR 3-pin to V-mount adapter if you want to run this thing off V-mount batteries. Now, there are only specific kinds of V-mount batteries that will work with certain amount of, you know, output. But I think most of your larger larger V-mount batteries will be able to do the trick. So that's definitely something I'm going to look into when I can afford to run all my stuff off V-mount batteries. You know, so who is this light for? Um, I see a lot of other people who review this light, you know, saying it's just a studio light, to just leave it in the studio and, you know, don't really mess around with taking it out because it may be prone to breaking. You know, and I'd say that's probably true for most cases. You know, you don't want to really put this thing through hell, flying with it and throwing it all over the place. But you know, I think for most use cases, I think this is a very good light to use for almost anything. You know, I mean, it's very lightweight. You can really take it with you places. It comes with an awesome carrying case. So, you know, I think it'd be a shame to just leave it around as a studio light. You know, of course you can use it for that, but, you know, I totally wouldn't discredit anyone who takes this thing out and actually uses it for all kinds of applications. I know that's what I would do. So you know, I wouldn't worry too much about the build quality. I think it's pretty decent, and unless you're really hard on your gear, you're not really going to destroy it that easily. You know, I definitely say if you're looking into this light, go pick it up. It's a very good light, you know, for many applications, super bright, super versatile, and you know, you really can't go wrong. So there will be a link in description for you to purchase this light. And yeah, guys, I hope you find this video helpful. If you're looking into this light, go ahead. I'd say it's a great buy, and thank you for watching. Now I can press stop record.